Láaróyè Èṣù, Láaróyè Èṣù, Láaróyè Èṣù. Ẹlẹ́gbára o Èṣù, jẹ́ n ráyè ṣòro. Ẹlẹ́gbára o Èṣù, jẹ́ n ráyè ṣòro. Ẹlẹ́gbára o bàbá, jẹ́ aráyè ṣòro. Ẹlẹ́gbára Èṣù, jẹ́ n ráyè ṣòro. Ẹlẹ́gbára, ẹlẹ́gbá, alágbára are part of the names of Èṣù. We have many names of Èṣù. But to start this lecture about Èṣù, it is important that we notice and always remember that Èṣù is a unique deity. Èṣù is the property of Yoruba civilization. Èṣù is among the Òrìṣàs that Elédùmarè created. This means that Èṣù has nothing to do with the concept of Satanism, with the concept of devil, with the concept of sin, good or bad, and it's impossible to associate or to establish a parallel between Èṣù and other religion. Because in Yoruba civilization, we have belief in ìgbàgbọ́. Ìgbàgbọ́ means belief. It is not only religious or spiritual belief, it is the trust you have in a divinity or in any one of the expressions of the nature. Our civilization was created by Elédùmarè. Elédùmarè, our supreme God, created the Òrìṣàs as a means of civilization for each one of them to contribute to the surviveness and harmonizations of the human race. Along with these Òrìṣàs, Elédùmarè also created all the expressions we have in the nature. This makes us to believe in the Òrìṣàs, in the forest. We believe in the water, in the sea, in the river, in the air, in the fire, sun, moon. Our belief is in everything. We are so grateful to all the expressions of the nature. When we wake up in the morning, we say, Ọlọ́jọ́ òní ìbà. The energy that controls today's energy, our greetings, our salutation, our invocation to you. We have the Òrìṣàs that represent everything in this planet. Òrìṣà is the devotion to the nature. Òrìṣà is the nature, and the nature is the Òrìṣà. From the forest to the ancestors, from the minerals to humans ori. So we can now start this short lesson with Èṣù. Èṣù is the primordial Òrìṣà, created especially by Elédùmarè to make life be possible. Èṣù in the first place can be regarded as the Òrìṣà of order, of peace, the Òrìṣà which was created by Elédùmarè to bring balance into everything. If we pay attention to different songs of Èṣù, for instance, the song I sung in the beginning, Ẹlẹ́gbára o Èṣù, jẹ́ n ráyè ṣòro. Ẹlẹ́gbára o bàbá, jẹ́ n ráyè ṣòro. Alágbára Èṣù, jẹ́ n ráyè ṣòro. Ẹlẹ́gbára o bàbá, jẹ́ n ráyè ṣòro. Èṣù is ẹlẹ́gbára. Èṣù is alágbára. Èṣù is the powerful, strong, influential Òrìṣà. Èṣù is the basis of our civilization. Èṣù is much more than religion. It's our way of life. To understand Èṣù and all the Òrìṣàs, all we Yorubas, everyone, all born Yoruba, we had in our ancestors, and from them, the informations, the knowledge about the Òrìs. Many families, they bear the names of Òrìs. We have family whose name is Èṣù gbà mí, Èṣù rescued my life. Èṣù yọ mí, Èṣù saves my life. The same thing happens to all the Òrìs. Òrìs are the supportive energy for our surviveness. Let us take, for example, in all Yoruba cities, in all Yoruba villages, it is part of our culture, of our social life, to have Ojúbọ Èṣù, the community altar on which we do offering for Èṣù, for the benefit, for the protection, for the harmony of our community. All this is modern religion. It's not what we only choose. It is what we believe that will bring peace, harmony, balance into our society. Up till this moment, in any African society, especially among the Yorubas, when there is any epidemic, pandemic, or any crisis, what do? We go for divination, and the divination will prescribe the appropriate ebo or offerings, or plus the offering to be done. In all the cities at the entrance or nearby, you have the Ojúbọ Èṣù. So when we go for divination, Ifá will tell us what to do, and Èṣù is always included because Èṣù is the symbol of peace. Many people don't understand this because they don't understand the philosophy of Èṣù. For example, to understand the philosophy of Èṣù, let us look into Ogbe Ògúndá, Ogbe Yonu, which we called Ogbe Sùúrù. Sùúrù means to be patient, to be calm, to have control, self-control, mental control, emotional control. Sùúrù is in the symbolism of Èṣù, because it is with the concept of sùúrù that you can organize and maintain order and peace. This is why Èṣù is the symbol of order. So when there's any crisis, when there's any problem in any society, we go for divination. And when you go for divination, you always end up with Èṣù, because Èṣù is the faithful, loyal companion of Ifá Ọ̀rúnmìlà and all other Òrìṣàs, because he was created to give the support to human civilization in Yoruba belief. Which kind of support Elédùmarè created Èṣù for? In the first place, for Èṣù to bring the concept of civilization in the sense of some values and virtues, ethics a society need to survive and to be in harmony. As I've said, Èṣù is the symbol of sùúrù. Èṣù is the principle of order. Èṣù is the principle of organization. Èṣù is the principle of discipline. Èṣù is the symbol of communication. Èṣù is to bring order into the chaos, solutions to the problems. And probably Èṣù is the less ambitious Òrìṣàs among all the Òrìṣàs we know, because the purpose of his creation, why Elédùmarè created Èṣù as ìràwọ̀ àkọ́dá, which is another name of Èṣù, the first star to be created, was for Èṣù to put order into the chaos of the universe. Mythologically, when we study Èṣù, we will observe that Èṣù never had a personal interest for self-promotion or to become a king to rule upon the others, to achieve any material ambition. No, Eshu was always trying to prove the two sides of human life. What is sense, what is not sense, what is right, what is wrong, loyalness, lack of loyalness, good and bad. So the major challenge we have when we talk about Eshu are the malinterpretations of the Eshu songs and the Òrìs of Eshu. For instance, we say Eshu, Aṣọ Ọ̀tún Ṣòsì, the one that plays the game on the right side and the left side, is on the both sides. Láì ní ìtìjú. Okay? When people will translate láì ní ìtìjú, they will translate it as shameless. It is not shameless. Okay? Because if you don't understand what is chaotic, what is wrong, you cannot understand what is right, what is harmony. So Eshu is always in the both sides. It is not because it's a provocative Òrìṣà. It is just because he has to be on the two sides so that he can show us the third option of what is correct, what is most advisable to be done for a better situation. So this is why Eshu is always the one to be served before any other Òrìṣà. Eshu is number one among the Òrìṣàs. It is not because Elédùmarè created Eshu in the sense of superiority regarding the other Òrìṣàs, but in the sense of its function. There's nothing that can function in Yoruba civilization, in our tradition, without taking into consideration the importance of Eshu, because it is the àṣẹ of Eshu that will bring the so dreamed peace, harmony, order into human's life. Paradoxically, people think that Eshu represents a negative energy. I'm sorry to say. Okay? This is the contamination, okay, from the first translation of Yoruba grammar into English language, which was done by late Ajayi Crowther. He translated Eshu as a Satan because he was a Christian priest. Unfortunately, there is nothing similar in the concept of Satan in Christianity that can be compared with Eshu. Because Eshu is our God of civilization. It brings to us all the important virtues for us to be accepted in our society. Because Eshu is honesty. Eshu is loyalness. Eshu is justice. Eshu is to bring order, discipline, organization. So probably they knew that Eshu is so magical, so important, so influential, so revolutionary in our civilization that they decided to promote this malinterpretation. So the first thing is to clear this out of people's mind. It's an offense. It is an offense to compare civilizations, religions, culture. It's an offense. So our Eshu is the mastermind of our social life. Eshu is so important for the Yorubas that in all the cities and villages, they have Ojúbọ Eshu. because of the benefits of bringing peace, harmony, courage, determination, sense of safetyness into our lives. Many of us spiritual cleanings are done in different places, and they are placed in front of Eshu because Eshu is capable of providing any kind of solution to any kind of problem. Eshu is the communicator between men and the gods and the Òrìsàs. Eshu is the powerful Òrìsà created by Elédùmarè to give the necessary support for the harmonization of all the rituals done in Òrìsà philosophy. Our theology is the theology of healing, and the process of healing starts with the adoption of some important virtues. Do you know that when someone is devoted to Eshu, it is a taboo to lie? Why is it a taboo to lie when you are devoted to Eshu? Because Eshu is to put you, to integrate you into your society. And when you are a liar, you are rejected socially. So Eshu is also the Òrìsà of discipline. The discipline to do things in the correct, proper, expected way. So all the virtues of Eshu will lead someone to be celebrated in his society. Eshu is the symbol of communication. It makes whatever we say to be comprehensive. That it gives us the àṣẹ to reach people's mind. So we can bring this subject of Eshu into different categories. The first category is Eshu as a symbol of communication between men and the gods, between men and the Òrìsàs. Eshu is the intermediate energy between men and the Òrìsàs. He assists our offerings to be delivered to the Òrìsàs. Eshu assists our sense to capture the messages we receive from afar or from any important, reasonable source. Eshu makes humans Ori to function better. Eshu give us the àṣẹ to do the right things in life. Because it is the àṣẹ of Eshu we use to balance things in life. Our thoughts belongs to the Eshu. This is what many people doesn't know. Eshu is so rich to the point that common people will never understand how Eshu functions in individual's life. So we have Eshu as intermediary between men and the Òrìsàs. We have the Eshu as intermediary energy between men and the offerings we do. We have Eshu as the guardian of our virtues and the provider also. We worship Eshu to be a better person in life. I will say we worship all the Òrìsàs to become a better person, for us to be socially accepted in our society, to become celebrated in the society. And how can a society celebrate someone? It's only through your virtue. It should make us a better person because it gives us the confidence that what we are doing will be well accepted. And this is the reason, or these are the reasons why Eshu is always the first to be approached. Not because Eshu by himself mythologically imposed this for us, but because Elédùmarè created him with so many virtues that without these virtues, nothing can be done or can be achieved in life. And this is easily comprehensive when we pay attention to the neutrality, to how neutral the àṣẹ of Eshu is. The àṣẹ of Eshu are so neutral that this àṣẹ are what we expect from someone. If you want to employ someone to work for you, you want the person to be honest, Eshu is honesty. You want the person to be loyal, Eshu is loyalness. You want the person to be disciplined, Eshu bring discipline. You want the person to be organized, Eshu is symbol of organization. You want the person to have a comprehensive communication, Eshu is the symbol of communication. You have, when you employ someone, you want the person to have a common sense, a good sense. Eshu is the symbol of good sense. So I will say for me personally, Eshu is the background of our civilization. Eshu is the background of our social integration. So in this aspect, our devotion to Eshu gives us the chance to be a better person and consequently a celebrated person in our society. But also, we can also illustrate Eshu through his partnership, his friendship with Ifa Orunmila. Orunmila wanted to know among his friends who is more loyal. He pretended that he was dead. So his children start to announce that Orunmila was dead. So they went to the houses of different Òrìsàs, and all of them said that they want back what they gave to Orunmila as a gift when he was alive, because they thought he would never die again, because he was so wise, so important, that they think he will live forever. So what they give to him as a gift, they want it back. So when they went to the house of Eshu, when they finally find Eshu, Eshu was the intimate partner of Orunmila, because when Orunmila will do divination, the divination and the ebo, for the client to understand, they need their share of Eshu. And for the ebo that Orunmila will do, they need their share of Eshu to promote the transportation, to transmit and transfer this Ashe to the right destiny. So Eshu was always in partnership with Orunmila. So when he heard the news that Orunmila was dead, he was highly frustrated. By then, he made a decision that they should start to shave his ear in honor of the memory of his friend. Later on, they told him that Orunmila was alive. So among all the Òrìsàs, Eshu proved to Orunmila that he was the most loyal to him. So if we understand that Eshu is the symbol of loyalty, we can easily understand how important this Òrìsà is in our life. The major thing we have to look into when we talk about Eshu, it is the need to promote the correction, of the consequences of the maltranslation and interpretation of Eshu when Yoruba language was translated into English language by a Christian priest. So this is one of the important message we have to use to erase all this inconsistency, incompatible, unreal, undue information in our civilization. Eshu is the background for all the devotees of Eshu, of the Òrìsàs, And all the virtues of Èṣù, all the shares that Èṣù can give, represent all the dreams we have in life. Let us make a look at the names given in honor of Èṣù. Èṣù tún mi ṣe, Èṣù improve my life. Èṣù gbà mí là, Èṣù saves my life. Èṣù dáre, Èṣù brings honor, prosperity into my life. So we can see that Èṣù is in our health, Èṣù is in our prosperity, and Èṣù is present in our character. It is so common in Yoruba philosophy, the concept of ọmọlúwàbí. It is impossible to become ọmọlúwàbí without adopting the virtues of Èṣù. And these are the things people need to understand. We Yorubas, either by identity, social identity, or either by spiritual identity, the concept of ọmọlúwàbí is extremely vital to us. No one can become ọmọlúwàbí without adopting all these virtues of Èṣù. The concept of ọmọlúwàbí is of important value. No one can study Yoruba civilization, theology, culture, whatever. You cannot study Yoruba without taking into consideration the concept of ọmọlúwàbí. And there is no way to study the concept of ọmọlúwàbí without the introduction of the virtues, of the values, of the ethics of Èṣù. Because Èṣù is the basis of everything. Èṣù makes us ọmọlúwàbí. The devotees of Èṣù, they possess discipline. The devotees of Èṣù, they possess the sense of organization. The devotees of Èṣù, they possess the sense of good humor. The devotees of Èṣù, they possess the sense of organization to put everything in order. The devotees of Èṣù, they possess the ability to establish good and better communication. And the devotees of Èṣù has in their mind that they have to accept the universe so that they can be accepted and celebrated by the universe. So for me particularly, Èṣù gives us their share to promote our life and to have the chance for us to be socially, spiritually well accepted.